Hey everyone, it's Tuesday. You know what that means? NFL Week 4 opening line report. I'm Tony George from DocSports.com, coming off a crappy week in the NFL. NFL took out a lot of people this last week. A lot of people. The Vegas books cleaned up. Talked to numerous bookmakers out here. They wiped the floor. Circa Survivor, the last man standing contest, $1,000 to get in, one pick, no spread. 57% of the field went out. I mean, that's no spreads. Baltimore, Dallas, Jacksonville took the vast majority of them out. I mean, like 3,800 guys, almost $4 million worth of entries. So it's just one of those weeks, and you're going to have them in the NFL. A lot of head scratchers. You found out, if you didn't learn something, then that's where you went wrong. Tell you that right now. You're still learning. Some teams showed some things they hadn't shown before, either good or bad. And so you pick up the pieces, you learn, you move forward, you keep your volume low, you cherry pick 3 or 4 good games this week and call it a week. Get back with the board. That's the discipline. The windshield's bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason. Look ahead, not behind. So that's what we're going to do. Be sure to leave your comments, what you like, teasers, money line parlays, whatever you think. Leave them in the comments section. I'll interact with you. We have to filter those because of the haters and the people dropping F-bombs, the porn sites, putting links up. I know many of you like me to leave those in there, but this is family entertainment. And, of course, we also have competitors that put links into their pages, which, go out and stake your own claim, dudes. Yeah. Get your own followers. Poaching other people's followers. They constantly putting that stuff on Twitter. Irritating. When you put a post up on Twitter, their reply to your post is, come over to our website, call this 800 number, Super Lock of the Millennium, blah, blah, blah. Do your own work. End of the day. Yeah, I'm in a pissy mood. Had a bad week in the NFL. Won on Monday night with Philadelphia. A little saving grace there. Free play on the Rams push. They should have won. But nonetheless, leave your comments. And bear in mind, these are not handicap picks. These are initial reactions. Raw, candid, unfiltered. Me and you having a cup of coffee, sitting at the local diner on Tuesday morning, waiting for the scrambled eggs and bacon to come out. Just shooting the breeze about what we think about, the opening lines. So free plays will come later in the week. Premium plays out on Thursday. But nonetheless, these are just, and I've seen some of the lines, not all the lines. So let's go over them in rapid fire succession here. Be sure and hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, all those good things. That way you're notified when myself or anybody else on Doc Sports Channel puts out free plays. I mean, that's why you're here, free picks, right? Thursday night game. Going to be a good one. Detroit on the road at Green Bay. Detroit's a 1.5 point favorite. And total is 45. Went up to 45.5. Probably should. Well, first of all, number one comment is Detroit's healthier than Green Bay. And if you like Detroit, don't lay the 1.5. Play it on the money line. By the way, Green Bay was involved in a 1-point game last week. So why would you lay a 1.5 when you could lay the money line? What is the money line on that? Let's say it's minus 120. It's minus 120. There you go. I need to check the health status of Green Bay's team before getting involved in that, and I'm not sure that Detroit's not a better football team. Jacksonville, back-to-back games in London now for Jacksonville. They're home away from home, Wembley Stadium, taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Now, there's one thing, a stat that you need to look at when you're saying, what's broken with these teams? Why aren't they scoring? Well, one of those teams is Atlanta. They have 2 of the best running backs in the NFL, and they got a crappy quarterback. Ritter is not an NFL quarterback. I wrote this down. They threw the ball 38 times in that Detroit game. With that running game they have. They average 2.8 yards per play. Good luck against Jacksonville, who always does well. Total 43.5. Jacksonville -3. I can only lean Jacksonville. Rams. Boy. Here's a tough one. Rams at the Colts. Colts off the big upset. They couldn't get the ball in the end zone. Didn't need to. Field goal kicker kicked 4 50-plus yard field goals, set an NFL record, and beat the Ravens, whose offense looks like it's a little dysfunctional, in my opinion. The Rams are better than you think they are. They should have won Monday night. They're catching 2. Back-to-back roadies, short week. See if that line's moved any. It's down to 1.5 for the Colts. We don't know who's playing quarterback yet. That's a tough one. Give me your thoughts on this game. I would lean Rams between me and you in a fence post. Washington, what was that? What in the world was that effort? I took them +6.5 in the Circa Millions contest, and I had a 3-unit play on them on my premiums last week. Didn't think Buffalo was all that. Well, when you give the ball to Buffalo 5 times, they're going to put up 30-some. And you're not going to score anything. Now Philly's laying 9. Opened up at 8.5. Total 45.5. Philadelphia, we had a 4-unit play on them on Monday Night Football. They're not playing their best football. They're still dysfunctional offensively. Hurts does not look, they don't look like a team that played in the Super Bowl last year and was the best team in the NFC. And many people have them picked to be the best team in the NFC. Maybe as this season goes along, they will be. But right now, they're still winning games, not playing their best ball. Philadelphia in a teaser. Get them down to -3. Washington couldn't play any worse than they did last week. That was just a debacle, you know. And I was singing the praises of Sam Howell, and he looked like a, just a absolute dud. Oh, my God. Here we go. Denver. What have I said all year long? In free plays, on these opening line report videos, Sean Payton is not playing in the game, and Russell Wilson is a shell of himself. You're looking at an NFL team that gave up 70 points, got beat by 50. And now they're going on the road and playing the Bears, laying 3.5. You ever see a team in the NFL get beat by 50 and go back-to-back roadies when they're on the road? They lay 3.5. Total 46. Might go over, actually. But when you have two bad... And Chicago had the perfect storm last week go against them against Kansas City. Kansas City wanted a breakout game offensively. They had Taylor Swift in the house. Crazy. They had their defensive coordinator resign. They had their quarterback calling out coaches. They had all kinds of different things off the field and in the locker room going on. And then they traveled to go play a pissed off Kansas City team who looked like, as I mentioned the week before, a dog turd in a cantaloupe patch against, a team they should have wiped the floor with in Jacksonville. But that being said, when you have a battle of two bad teams and the home team happens to be an underdog, you take the home team and definitely put Chicago in a teaser, get them up to +9.5. This thing went up to 3.5. Bear in mind, we're taping this on Tuesday morning. That'll come down. They're not going to leave that hook out there for long. If you like Chicago, bet them now. Tampa Bay catching 3 at New Orleans. Boy, did they have trouble with the Eagles' defense last night? They're probably going to have trouble with New Orleans' defense. We got to see what Carr's status is on that game. Total 39.5. Carr's not playing, you might want to take a look at that under. Baltimore, the Ravens at Cleveland. What's going on with Baltimore? What was that? Tucker missed a 61-yarder by a yard. The game would have been over. This, that, the other. Couple of 2-1 teams. Cleveland looked really good last week. Watson finally came out of his shell. Total 41. Initial lean to be under. The Minnesota Vikings. Kiss my grits. Oh. How can you blow that game? How can you not score? In your home stadium, no weather conditions, inside the 5 twice, with the best wide receiver in the NFL. Carolina, don't know the stat. Young, Dalton, whoever plays, I don't think it makes a difference. A couple of 0-3 teams. Minnesota's the better team. I mean, Carolina's lost to 3 teams that aren't as good as Minnesota. FYI. Total 45.5. Might be a little high. Pittsburgh, laying 3. I took Pittsburgh in the circa millions last week at Houston off a huge upset. Boy. Total 42. I hate to lay 3 on the road with the Steelers. They get it going. If Pickett gets it going, they're good. You know, because Pickens is unreal. Their tight end's unreal. Najee Harris, they push the Raiders around in the run game. They might be able to do that against Houston. I'd lean Pitt. Miami, Buffalo. I haven't seen this. Oh my God. The Bills are favored 2.5. Total 53.5. This one's for you guys. Actually, I'd lean Buffalo there. I know Miami's got the best. I can hear you chirping. I know Miami's got the best offense in the NFL. Racking up 70 on Denver, nothing special, although it's extremely impressive. It's Denver, and Denver's the worst team in the NFL right now. By a mile. And yet they're laying 3 on the road to Chicago. Good luck with... Cincinnati, 2.5 at Tennessee. Cincinnati's defense, total 42.5. Cincinnati's defense, no joke. If you don't believe me, ask Matt Stafford. They were in his grill all night. 2.5 point favorite. Sportsbook Spy says 81% of the money has already went on Cincinnati, and yet it hasn't moved off the opener of 2.5. What's that tell you? Under in that one. Yeah, under. Burrow's not 100%. Not 100%. I know. They got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, Mixon. I know. Tennessee looks a little lost. Tannehill's done. Tennessee needs to be looking for a quarterback. They got that what was his name? Malik Willis, or whatever his name was, out of Liberty a couple years ago. They ran him up the pole last year. Kind of a poor man, Steve McNair. God rest his soul. Didn't work out for him. Can't throw the ball. Tannehill just is... He's an average quarterback. Yeah, you got Hopkins. I think Cincinnati's a better team, but I don't think 42.5, take the under. Vegas Raiders at Chargers. Garoppolo is in concussion protocol. Vegas got weapons. They don't know. Chargers got, their defense sucks. Their secondary sucks. 47.5 is the total. Definitely take a look at the over, and I definitely put the Chargers in a teaser to pick them. Faux show. Arizona plus 14 at San Francisco. Total 43.5. Arizona, you know, if you think about it, in the last 8 quarters of football, they played 6 really good quarters of football and 2 bad quarters, and that would have been against the second half against the Giants. Knocked off the Cowboys. They're playing on house money. They're expected to do nothing. They're free and easy. You know, San Francisco is a behemoth, but I'm not sold on their quarterback. I don't like double digits in the NFL. I wouldn't even tease it. I'd take Arizona. Total's 43.5. That's about right. New England at Dallas -7, 43.5. Dallas had the worst game they've had all year. New England played a real crappy team and struggled with them. I can only lean Dallas. There's your teaser. There is your teaser. Dallas to -1 and Chargers at a pick 'em. Winner, winner, chicken frickin' dinner. 43.5, so total in that Dallas-New England game. You're going to see a real pissed off Dallas team this week at home off just a miserable performance where they did not prepare for it. But that game's on McCarthy. He did not prepare his team to play a football game. And I'll give it to the Cardinals. Their coach coached them up. And Dobbs looked good. Dobbs looked better than Prescott. Sunday night game. My beloved Kansas City Chiefs right there, baby. That's right. Off a performance at home. Taylor Swift into house. Mahomes looking good. They played a really bad team, and now they're going to play another really bad team. Total's 42.5. Kansas City 9.5. You can only use Kansas City in a teaser. I'm not laying 9.5 on the road against a good defense. However, let's go ahead and fuel that narrative. Yeah, Wilson sucks. They're not going to win with him. But you hear all this about the Jets' defense. Kansas City's defense is one of the top 5 in the league. They are playing great football. Great football. Under 42.5 on Sunday Night Football, probably the play there. And you have to ask yourself a question. If your offense continues to go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, punt, 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 interception, this, that, and the other, how good is your defense of the New York Jets going up against a high-octane offense that got their wheels underneath of them last week? How effective are you going to be late in the game? Because you're dead tired. And you got, 3 running backs for Kansas City can do it all. The best quarterback in the league. The best tight end in the league. Wide receivers coming around now. Andy Reid calling plays for Kansas City puts you away. There's validity in the number, but, I don't lay close to 10 digits on the road in prime time. Prime time home dog. In this case, that dog's got a lot of fleas. Seattle and New York Giants on Monday Night Football. Seattle catching a 1.5, total 46.5. I haven't seen this line. Where's we at now here? Yeah, live line is still Giants -1.5. If you like the Giants, you want to take them on the money line, I can tell you that. I mean, you take a look at Seattle. They put up, other than getting shellacked by the Rams, they've put up 37 points in each of their last 2 games. But here's something to take note of. Eyebrows raised. Seattle's defense, the once vaunted defense of Seattle, I forgot what they used to call it, Legion of Boom, Legion of Doom, whatever it was. They gave up 30 in the first game, 31 in the second game, and 27 to Carolina. Carolina threw the ball 58 times in that game and had less than 400 yards of offense. Still put up 27. I tell you what, you might want to take a look at that over on Monday Night Football, 46.5. FYI. That's the opening line report this week, guys. Leave your comments in the comment below. Let's talk about it. I can guarantee you one thing. I'm coming out of the gate swinging this week. Controlled, dialed in. There's 3 or 4 top plays I just went through here and saw. I'm not going to do that. Might just be a flat bet card. There's one I think I might unload on in this thing here. Get back in your good graces this week in the NFL. Best of luck. Be sure and get over to Doc's, free $60, link in the description below. And be sure and tune in to Doc's Gridiron 6-Pack tomorrow. That'll be up Wednesday with myself and Griffin Murphy. 3 college games, 3 NFL games, 6 free picks. Don't miss it.